A participle is a form of the verb that can be used to play the role of an adjective as well as a verb form to constitute the different tenses. Initially, when you learn the English language, you will make conscious efforts to learn the names of everything you see around you and words that refer to the actions you perform on a daily basis. As time goes by, you will start learning a lot of words as you read and listen to day-to-day conversation, informational passages, debates, news, and so on. Learning just the verbs will not help. You will have to learn the different verb forms in order to understand and use tenses correctly. In this lesson, you will get to learn more about what participles are, the different types of participles, and how they can be used to form tenses. Also, check out the examples given for a clearly understanding of the same. A participle refers to the modified form of a verb that in some cases shows characteristics of both verbs and adjectives. Participles are mainly used in sentences to form the past and perfect tenses. If you have already been accustomed to using the English language regularly, you should be already making use of participles. Whatever be the case, learning how exactly they are formed and the ways in which they can be used will allow you to speak and write error-free sentences. There are two main types of participles, and they are the present participle and the past participle. Forming a present participle does not take much effort, as all you have got to do is adding ing to the end of the main verb. In most cases, you can simply add ing, but there are times when you will have to remove the e before adding ing for verbs ending in e. There are, however, exceptions in this. Like this, monosyllabic verbs with a single consonant ending will require to double the last consonant before adding ing, and verbs ending in ie will have a change of spelling. Let us look at some examples to understand this better. Example 1. Adding ing to verbs. More, morning, stand, standing, feel, feeling, check, checking, collect, collecting. Example 2. Removing e and adding ing. Prove, proving, care, caring, receive, receiving, bake, baking, make, making. Example 3. Removing ie and adding y plus ing. Die, dying, tie, tying, lie, lying. Example number 4. Doubling the last consonant and adding ing. Sit, sitting, run, running, shop, shopping, swim, swimming, skip, skipping. Example number 5. Retaining the e and adding ing. Die, dying, agree, agreeing, see, seeing, binge, binging, canoe, canoeing. Example number 6. Doubling the last consonant of the second syllable. Begin, beginning, refer, referring, admit, admitting, occur, occurring, prefer, preferring. In order to be able to use the past participle effectively, you should first know how regular verbs are formed. Formation of past participle happens in various ways. Go through the following examples to understand. Example 1. Adding ed to the end of the verb. Wash, washed. Check, checked. Boil, boiled, turn, turned, listen, listened. Example 2, adding "the" to the end of the verb. Receive, received, like, liked, apologize, apologized, change, changed, love, loved. Example 3, adding "ied" to verbs ending in "fi", "right", and "lie. Worry, worried, very, varied, try, tried, cry, cried, carry, carried. Example 4, adding "n" to monosyllabic verbs ending in "o". Grow, grown, sow, sown, through, thrown. Example 5, changing "I" to "you" for monosyllabic verbs. Sing, sung, sink, sunk, stick, stuck, ring, rung, sting, stung. Example 6, doubling the last consonant and adding "ed". Clip, clipped, slip, slipped, focus, focused, drip, dripped, refer, referred. Don't forget that in past participle we have irregular verbs which have different form. Example 7, irregular verbs. Teach, taught, think, thought, bring, brought, fall, fallen, buy, bought, steal, stolen, eat, eaten, tell, told, begin, begun, slide, slid, read, read, speak, spoken, lead, led, wake, woken, find, found, give, given. Now that you know how participles are formed, take a look at the following examples to see how they are used. The present participle is mainly used to form continuous or progressive tenses, such as the present continuous tense, the past continuous tense, the future continuous tense, the present perfect continuous tense, the past perfect continuous tense, and the future perfect continuous tense. It is used along with the to be and have form of verbs. Look at these examples. Are you taking the medicines regularly? We are making progress. They will be leaving in some time. How long have you been waiting for me? I have been trying to find a solution to this. They also function as adjectives when used before a noun. Let's see some examples. I forgot my running shoes. Did you buy washing soap? Did you add baking soda to your cake batter? I think the washing machine has a problem. Remia used the sealing tape to close the holes for the time being. The past participle is also used as adjective when it precedes the noun. See some examples. He has a broken rib. The frightened little girl ran to her mother. My brother loves roasted meat. Your sister seems to be the most loved person here. I bought a pair of colored sunglasses for my brother. Otherwise, they work together with other helping verbs to form the perfect tenses. The present perfect tense, the past perfect tense, and the future perfect tense. In perfect continuous tenses, also, you will see the past participle form of the verb be, being used. Look at the following examples. I would have loved to see you on my birthday. She has worked so hard for this day. The children had expected a few games today. Nobody knew who had taken bath. We have packed sandwiches for the trip. Participle clauses enable us to say information in a more economical way. They are formed using present participles, going, reading, seeing, walking, etc. Past participle, gone, read, seen, walked, etc. Or perfect participles, having gone, having read, having seen, having walked, etc. We can use participle clauses when the participle and the verb in the main clause have the same subject. Participle clauses do not have a specific tense. The tense is indicated by the verb in the main clause. Participle clauses are mainly used in written text, particularly in literary, academic, or journalistic style. Here are some common ways we use the present participle clauses. Note that present participles have a similar meaning to active verbs. To give the result of an action. The bomb exploded, destroying the building. To give the reason for an action. Knowing she loved reading, Richard bought her a book. To talk about an action that happened at the same time as another one. Standing in the queue, I realized I didn't have any money. To add information about the subject of the main clause. Starting in the new year, the new policy bans cars in the city center. Here are some common ways that we use past participle clauses. Note that past participles normally have a passive meaning, with a similar meaning to an if condition. Used in this way, participle can make your writing more concise. To give the reason for an action. Worried by the news, she called the hospital. To add information about the subject of the main clause. Filled with pride, he walked towards the stage. Perfect participle clauses show that the action they describe was finished before the action in the main clause. Perfect participles can be structured to make an active or passive meaning. Let's see the examples. Having got dressed, he slowly went downstairs. Having finished their training, they will be fully qualified doctors. Having been made redundant, she started looking for a new job. It is also common for participle clauses, especially with ing, to follow conjunctions and prepositions such as before, after, instead of, on, since, when, while, and in spite of. For example, before cooking, you should wash your hands. Instead of complaining about it, they should try doing something positive. On arriving at the hotel, he went to get change. While packing her things, she thought about the last 2 years. In spite of having read the instruction twice, I still couldn't understand how to use it. Thank you so much for watching this presentation. Okay, now we know what are the difference between the different forms of participles. Let's put in practice in a Kahoot. Okay, the pin for the game is 3998757 or scan the QR code, please. Thank you so much, Carlos. Welcome, Leslie, Kelly. Thanks a lot, Pamela. Thank you so much for your participation. Frida, Pao, Marian, okay, all of you. Thank you so much. Okay, let's start with our Kahoot. Okay, we have on this Kahoot Daniel Arzate on the first place, Luis on the second place, and Leslie on the third place. Congrats, all of you. Please give your opinion about the Kahoot now. Thank you so much for your help. Thanks a lot. Okay, do you have any question, any comment? ¿No? Ok. Nada más recordarles que el 25 de marzo es nuestra fecha límite para subir el portafolio de la unidad 4. Recuerden, nada más es el portafolio y realizar el examen que ya fue habilitado el día de ayer. ¿Sí? Recuerden que si el examen no lo llegan a realizar, no se puede volver a activar. Por favor, se los encargo mucho. Y no se les olvide que no se contesta speaking y writing. ¿Ok? Thank you so much for your attention to this class. See you next Saturday. Have a nice day. Bye.